Hi Virgo, this is your August mid-month tarot reading. I do 3 separate spreads in my mid-month readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage, and I'll do a love from the past, aka the X spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love in the second half of August. We have the Four of Cups clarified by the Seven of Swords. We have the Emperor clarified by the Magician. Then we have the Ace of Swords. In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with the Two of Cups and the Hermit. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Gemini or a Leo or even another Virgo. This is a very interesting spread, to be honest with you, Virgo, because in the beginning we have the Four of Cups clarified by the Seven of Swords, but then the rest of the spread is just amazing. It really is, right? So the Four of Cups with the Seven of Swords, let's address that right away, right? The Four of Cups is a card of a rejection, and I think it's coming from you. You are rejecting, if you're talking to two people, you're rejecting the sleazy, sneaky SOB, somebody who is a cheater, and instead you're going with the real deal, the real person, the Emperor, the next card that came out. For others of you, if you're not dealing with two people at the same time, if you're not talking to two people, perhaps this is what you've done in the past. You learned your lesson, not to accept applications from sleazy, cheating, sneaking around SOBs, right? And now the universe sees that, and the universe is going to send you the best there is, I guess, because you cannot go above the Emperor, okay? So those are the two scenarios I see as to how this begins. Either way, like I said, you got the Emperor entering your life. The Emperor is clarified by the Magician, one major arcana card clarified by another major arcana card. The Emperor could be an Aries, the Magician could be a Gemini. But together, if we want to stay general, this is somebody who's got keys to all the doors, somebody who's got solutions, a very resourceful individual, somebody who is in control, somebody who is ready to get married, because the Emperor could be a husband or a future significant other figure. The Emperor is a very established individual, right? Perhaps they are an owner of their own business, or they could be a manager or C-level executive, somebody who's got their shit together, basically. And with the Magician, like I said, this is a card of manifestation, and it's also a card of taking action. The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, and they're using those tools. Like I said, resourceful. They've got answers to all your questions. They've got solutions to all your problems, if you have any problems. Right? A very, very powerful combo. You know, like I said, the Emperor is above all kings. Most importantly, this person is ready for a commitment, for something really serious. The Ace of Swords, the next card over, is a very serious card as well. With the Ace of Swords, you will be crystal clear about this person's intentions, about what they want, right? The Ace of Swords is a card of clarity, just like the Sun, by the way, the next card over. But we'll talk about that in just a second. With the Ace of Swords, you will have a very straightforward, very direct conversation with this person. And as a result of this conversation, you guys will decide to move forward. Because like I said, they're not going to be playing around. They're not going to be fooling around. They'll tell you straight up what they want. They want you. They want to get serious with you. And they want to move forward with you. Right, speaking of moving forward, the Wheel of Fortune is here on the bottom of the deck. This is definitely a forward movement card. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle between you and them. The Wheel of Fortune is a great card to have. It's always good news in my spreads. It's also a major arcana card, right? In the potential outcome, we have the Sun with the Two of Cups and the Hermit. So you're here as well, Virgo. The Hermit, that's your major arcana card. So that's always a good sign to have your major arcana card in your own reading. The Sun, the first card in there, as I was mentioning, is also a card of clarity. It could be a Leo you're dealing with, or somebody with Leo in their chart. But the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. You know, this card always talks about joy, success, happiness, feeling on top of the world. And the Two of Cups in there in the middle is an amazing card as well. This is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of two people on the same page, two people seeing eye to eye, two people in love with each other, right? So this is a very powerful reading. And a very powerful individual coming your way. And they're not going to be a tyrant. No. They're just, you know, they're going to present you with a solution. They're going to present you with an answer. They're going to present you with a very serious connection, a very serious offer, you know. And like I said, it's a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading, right? I think you guys are going to be on the same page about what's going on, right? And the only tricky part to this reading is that Four of Cups clarified by the Seven of Swords, but we already talked about that, right? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, Virgo. I'm actually, that's pretty much all I have for you. Just know that if you're dealing with two people, don't even waste your time on somebody who is unclear, somebody who says, oh, let's just play it by ear, let's see what happens. No. Cut those people out of your life. Instead, move forward with the one who says, yes, let's do this, yes, I see somebody I want to spend the rest of your life with, yes, I'm ready for a commitment, and here are the keys to my apartment, or my house. Well, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. Alright, really happy for you, Virgo. Congratulations. Virgo, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or maybe 3 spreads. We'll see how it plays out. We'll definitely get you a spread where you'll see what happens next between you and this person, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Virgo, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Well, you're the Queen of Pentacles here, right? Male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And something extremely loving is happening here. What do you guys have going on? Do you have like an anniversary coming up, or perhaps it's one of your birthdays? Well, Virgo, if you're celebrating in August, happy birthday. Perhaps this is what this is all about. If it's not about your birthday, then it's still something. They still want to do something very romantic for you. Because this spread right here is all about love and nothing but love. Right? We got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a water sign, but but you'll probably know what your person's zodiac sign is. It's all about love. That's what this whole spread is all about. Love, or showing emotions, showing love, showing appreciation, doing something super nice for you. So you must deserve it, Virgo. Virgo is one of the most caring zodiac signs that I know, right? You guys are nurturing, caring. Perhaps they just want to show you appreciation for everything you do for them. But expect something, a very romantic gesture. Okay? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Virgo, in the second half of August. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Judgment, clarified by the King of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Sun. And we have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, another Virgo or Capricorn. You could also be dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio. You got this King of Pentacles coming back to you. I don't think that's you. I think it's either a fellow Earth sign, Taurus, another Virgo or Capricorn. If they're not an Earth sign, this is somebody who is grounded. They could be wealthy, or they could be an entrepreneur or working for a financial institution, right? Judgment, the King of Pentacles is clarifying this is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Then we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Three of Wands. And you see in both of those two cards, the person or one of the people is turned in the same direction. I think you guys are going to give it a second chance, to be honest with you, right? But something's got to give. Something's got to go. Death on the bottom of the deck all the way to right. It could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but I think death in this case, not something that came to an end in the past, but obviously it did, right? But death is some kind of a transformation. Both of you realize that if you were to get back together, it cannot be the same way that it used to be when the two of you were together back then. Something's got to change. Not just some minor little things. No, that's not going to cut it. Something big has to change with the Death card. And I think both of you are willing to negotiate. And both of you are going to... It will probably look like a You'll just be sitting there. It'll be like a negotiation. Seriously, that's what it feels like, right? So, and it's not gonna be like you are. It is gonna be negotiations. That's what I'm trying to say in a big way. And what you're gonna come up with, it's gonna be a mutual agreement. And then at the end of the day, both of you are gonna be happy, because the last two cards we have on the table are the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Clarifying that Wheel of Fortune. The Sun is the personal Leo card. You could be dealing with a Leo, but the Sun is also a card of clarity. So now you're crystal clear about the rules of this quote-unquote game called life, or rules of engagement, right? And the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is the two of you starting a brand spanking new cycle with new rules, with new boundaries, with new understanding, with clarity. And hopefully you guys can, you know, move forward. I do see the two of you moving forward. The Wheel of Fortune and the Sun are both major arcana cards, and they're fantastic major arcana cards. Alright, so yeah, that's what I got for you, Virgo, for this reading for the second half of August. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Virgo, have an amazing the rest of August.